Hi guys, I'm here doing my 36-week pregnancy vlog. I have 1 month to go. I'm technically 36 weeks today. My due date is November 2nd. I don't know why the math didn't work out the way that makes sense to me. But so I have about a month to go. And my OB actually says that typically, which I know not always the case, usually you deliver like with your first, it's usually similar with, your second child. So Natalie was 11 days early, so I'm thinking Lucas will be about the same. So we'll see. This was my 35-week checkup started, my weekly checkups, and they also, it's a little bit more invasive, and they do check you. And I mean, I'm completely closed and not dilated and very thick, so I don't think I'm going to be delivering anytime super soon or anything. But I'm very excited, and nesting has definitely kicked in. We've had his nursery done for a long time, but ever since we found out it was a boy, we kind of jumped into decorating that. But just, like the last minute things. So we have 4 bedrooms in our house. My room, Natalie's room, we had a guest room, and then our frog, which was this room, or the playroom / future homeschool room. So whenever Natalie would grow out of a certain thing, we would go ahead and put it in the guest room. So I went ahead yesterday, actually, my husband and I were taking stuff out of that closet, getting it ready. Like downstairs, we like to keep the pack and play, because there was a time Natalie would nap in that, and it's also good for diaper changes downstairs. I am a cloth diapering mom full time. However, with Natalie, she didn't start fitting into her one size Grovia diapers until she was about 2 months old. They do say it's one size, but they're pretty big, and Grovia does make a newborn size. And I did contemplate on whether or not I was going to buy a stash, but financially, I just didn't see it being super beneficial if there's only going to be about 8 weeks or so where he's going to need the newborn, Grovia diapers, and they're just super expensive. So we're just going to do disposables. So the pack and play that we have has one of the little changing things attached to it, so you can easily just change him downstairs, not have to run upstairs, because it's so weird. Like, it feels like forever ago that I had a newborn, and all the things I'm remembering, they say it's like 10 diapers per day. That's a lot. So, I mean, with Natalie, with her potty training stuff, it's not quite as many. I usually change her upstairs, and it's a good workout too, but definitely if, lack of sleep and everything, having that changing area downstairs is helpful. I also took out the baby swing. There was a time where Natalie would only nap in the baby swing. The baby bouncer, I pulled that out, and like her little newborn activity mat, I pulled that out. It was cool just to see all of her newborn things and how Luke is going to be using those soon. And I'm very grateful that we bought gender neutral things so that we can reuse these. And all of these were either yard sale or Craigslist finds. And so one day when we're done having children, we'll go ahead and sell them and kind of break even. So it's really neat. I also actually I went to Once Upon a Child consignment store and bought another bouncer for like $12. I know it wasn't a real necessity, but it was only $12, and I thought it would be nice to have one upstairs and one downstairs. I used to carry Natalie's up and down the stairs, which I still could, but having a toddler, I just thought it'd be easier just to have one upstairs and downstairs, so I wouldn't have to be carrying them back and forth. Also I was just thinking, like, if I was doing laundry or something, I could just, sit him down in Natalie's room while I'm putting like her diapers away or whatever, and he has a safe little place to lay down upstairs. So yeah, and this past well, not this weekend, but the weekend before, I had my surprise baby shower, which I totally was not expecting my mom to put on. I kept telling myself, oh, I need to call my mom and kind of get a game plan, because I knew she wanted to, put a baby shower on, but I was definitely wanting to be a part of it. And since it's baby number 2, I mean, we have mostly everything anyways, except for, since we are doing disposables in the beginning, newborn size 1 disposable diapers and wipes, and boy clothes, which actually we do have some, because, I went crazy at yard sales and everything, and we do have, clothes already, but not all the clothes that he's going to need, so that would also be a good gift. But the majority of everything else we kind of already had, so I wasn't expecting anything too fancy or even a surprise party. So, if you've seen my videos before, the theme of his room is, I would call, country rustic. We were going to go with like a farm theme, but a lot of the decals and stuff were cartoonish, and my husband didn't really like that. He wanted something that Luke could really grow into. Hey, Diamond, this is my boxer, Diamond. Yes, you're a good dog. She's 10. She's a good girl. All right, go lay down. Go lay down, Diamond. Go on. So yeah, I would call it like country rustic themed. And so my mom, initially she said she was going to do like a farm themed baby shower, because it does kind of go with our theme. Like his decal has a barn on it, and he has some toys, like farm animals. So anyways, my mom recently got into Pinterest. My friend actually got her into that and showed her how to work it, and I used to be really into it. I got away from it, but I need to get back into it, because she planned this not whole party, but a lot of the really awesome details came from Pinterest. So what I was saying, okay, she was initially going to do like a farm barnyard theme, but then she thought, oh my gosh, that would be like the perfect theme for his first birthday party, and she didn't want to take that away from me, because there's just so many, it's easier, you can come by those things easier and really cute. So she went ahead and did like the country rustic theme, and if you actually look it up on Pinterest, there's a lot of stuff for that as well. So let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a video about maybe me showing pictures of the specific details. I can tell you some of them, but let's get back to the surprise thing. So my mom is so good at surprising me. Initially, my husband loves to go out to the movies. We haven't been in a while, so my mom is definitely our go-to babysitter, and he was really wanting to go to the movies, and we were gonna drive by my mom's, drop off Natalie, and go to the movies. I wasn't really feeling the movies, but like he loves to go, so I'm like, okay, let's go. And but what's a huge bummer is that the movies that we like to go to are like the cheap movies, and we were going, because of Natalie's bedtime, during the daytime, and so I had on a pair of jean shorts and just like a t-shirt, and didn't look super cute, and I wish she would have grabbed like a dress or something, because I had this specific dress I actually wanted to wear to my mom's baby shower. Like I had picked out, and I haven't worn it yet for Natalie's pregnancy or this one, so I was like, gonna wear it. He probably wouldn't have known which dress that was anyway, but needless to say, when I walked in the door, I was very surprised and felt self-conscious, but it was fun, and my mom did a really good job. Some of the things that she incorporated, there was like blue punch, that was just to go with the fact that we're having a boy. One of my good friends actually graduated with her culinary certification, I guess degree, and in baking and everything, so she went ahead and made the cupcakes. And when my mom told her the theme, she was like, how can I make this? Cupcakes anyway are kind of girlish, so basically she just kept it really neutral. It was like a vanilla cupcake with like a buttercream icing and had little pearls on it, so it was just very neutral, really pretty. And my mom had guessed the due date, so she had these little stickers with little baby feet on them and a calendar, and people put the sticker and they put their name on it as to, when they think I'm gonna go, when the baby's gonna come. I love games, and my mom knows that, so she went ahead and incorporated games. Another game was pass around the yarn and cut the string how, you know, the length of, if you think how around my belly is, and then I would go around and measure with the yarn to see who got the closest. She also bought, I think, some like little crossword puzzles and word scrambles. One of them was kind of hard. It was named like the baby of the animal. A lot of them were easy, you know, like cow, horse. The common ones like chicken that you teach kids and stuff, but some of them were really challenging, and a lot of people didn't know, you know, like what a baby pigeon was. So it was pretty cool. So that was a game. Some of the foods, she had a nice spread of food, but a cute, like, specific to a baby shower. It was called a dirty diaper, and I think she used, like, the Pillsbury crescent rolls or whatever, and put some sort of meat inside and folded them in such a way so it looked like a diaper, and the meat looked like, I guess, poopy coming out. But it was tasty, and it was really cute, and it was good. I'm trying to think of some other things that she got off Pinterest. Like the decorations, like she did DIY with tissue paper, made those, you know, round, like they look like flowers, poofy, I don't know what you would call them, and hung them with like fishing line. Then there was another one, she actually went to Goodwill and got a bunch of pillowcases in a rustic theme, like color, like browns and like cream colors, and you cut them up and into like strips, and you tie them onto a string and you kind of just hang it. It might sound weird, but it turned out it's really cute. Yeah, so baby shower was good, and I got a lot of neat stuff, and I got some gift cards, and it's crazy. Like I said earlier, you know, I didn't really need anything, but when I went home and I kind of made a list of things that I might need, and actually some things that I could need for Natalie. So when we went to Babies R Us, we used the whole, you know, I think we had two $25 gift cards. We used both of them, and there were still some items that I kind of wanted that we used a Target gift card to go purchase, and there's actually still like one more item that I want, which is a baby book. I think my grandmother gave me a baby book made by Carter's for Natalie, and I want the same one for Lucas in the boy version. And they're like $35 from Babies R Us. And Target, I don't think, carries them. I think she might have gotten them from Walmart, so I need to check there. But I wanted to start it now, because they always say, you know, with your second, you kind of slack off and don't keep up with that as much. But I'm going to try. I'm determined. So I want to get that, because there's, like, sections that I can do now already, like all about mommy, all about daddy, and then there's a part where you can write your son or daughter a letter. I thought that was really special. So I definitely want to do that. So yeah, let's talk about my pregnancy. It's going well. I'm just feeling more pregnant. It's harder to, you know, get up and down and the normal things, I guess. But overall, really awesome. And, you know, no Braxton Hicks, no problems really. I mean, maybe occasional heartburn, but that's pretty much it. It's kind of hard to turn over when I'm sleeping still. But I'll do it. And oh, speaking of sleeping, this doesn't really have to do with baby Lucas, but has to do with Natalie. So we have recently, within the past 2 weeks, started struggling with Natalie and her sleeping, which perfect timing, right? But if you research, you can see that around 2 is, you know, where they start testing you, the terrible 2s, and of course sleep kind of goes with that. So, I mean, you know, every toddler kind of wakes up every once in a blue moon. Natalie has been sleeping like 11 to 12 hours straight for a long time. And, you know, she'll wake up every once in a while and we'll go rock her and put her back down. But recently she's been waking up every night, at least once or twice a night. And it's just kind of annoying because I've always been the one to kind of go in there and rock her back to sleep. But with it being so consistent and like sometimes on nights where I'll rock her to sleep, lay her down, walk out, and she'll cry again. Like, it's just, oh my gosh. And, you know, I'm going to have a newborn soon. So, and plus having this big belly, and I have a glider in her room that I rock her well, that Michael, my husband, rocks her to sleep in, and I rock her back to sleep in the middle of the night with. It's just like uncomfortable. Like she's so big, and I'm so big, and she can't get comfortable. I can't get comfortable, and then even when I lean straight back, like I can't breathe because of the weight of the baby, and it's just like really uncomfortable. And I think this is just kind of like a sign that we need to kind of make a change because it's just not really working. I don't want to get into the habit, we don't want to get into the habit of having to rock her to sleep every night. I was super attached to my mom. She, I think, put me in like a big girl bed, like a real bed at 2, which was kind of early. And then she got in the habit of like laying down with me until I went to sleep. And this went into my childhood, and I was just dependent upon that. And I just don't really want to get into that habit. So, basically, we decided to start, I guess, sleep training. There are so many methods. They all have different names. We just Googled a bunch of ones and kind of made our own that kind of works. So it was really hard the first night, and it's, still hard, but we're going to stick with it, and she's made progress, and Michael is able to go in there and soothe her. So my goal is, I'm going to be having to nurse Lucas like every 2 hours, so I'm going to be in charge of him, and if Natalie wakes up in the middle of the night, Michael can be in charge of her, because there's no way I can clone myself and meet the needs of both children at the same time. So, because she used to just want mommy in the middle of the night. But I think the reason why we kind of fell into this is because Natalie nursed till she was 20 months old. And I nursed her down until she was 20 months old as well, which probably wasn't the best idea. I liked it. It was bonding. It was great. I was going to do, baby-led weaning. Whenever she was ready to stop nursing, she could stop nursing. I was even prepared to maybe do tandem nursing, which we didn't have to do because she did self-wean. But, it was just a comfort thing. And I might do it differently with Lucas, like maybe do his last feeding, like nursing session before bedtime, and put him down awake and let him self-soothe. I'm not a fan of the cry it out method. Technically, I think that's, when you're not in the room at all, you just let them cry it out for a certain period of time, because they're in a state of fear. I don't know. I think the baby and toddler days are so short, and I don't want them, to cry and stuff. So, unnecessarily, I'm okay with a little bit of crying, but so anyways, this one method that we're trying to do basically is you set them in their crib awake. The first night was awful. She was just standing up in her crib, like crying, and I didn't want to pick her up, so I just kind of like leaned over the crib and comforted her and held her. Eventually she went to the sitting position, and then she went to the laying position, but then she would stand back up, and we'd have to do it all over again, and the whole process the first night took like an hour before she fell asleep. The second night was better, and the third night was even better, and I had Michael do it the third night, and she went down in like 10 minutes, but she's still waking up in the middle of the night, and so I wind up like just changing her, which I guess that's picking her up, but I'm not rocking her back to sleep. I put her right back in her crib, and she's old enough now where you can explain things to her, so I've been just telling her, Natalie, you're a big girl now, and big girls sleep in their crib. So she has Lammy from Doc McStuffins, this big stuffed animal, so I say, you need to go night-night with Lammy now, okay, let me tuck you in. And that usually works. I mean, she'll fuss around a little bit, but she knows now that we're not going to be picking her up. And we just started this, so for this, we've only seriously done it 3 nights, and she's made progress each night. However, last night she woke up like 3 times. So I don't know. I'm still kind of struggling with it. So if anybody has suggestions, I think we're moving in the right direction. I'm seeing progress. I'm glad that she is taking to my husband so that he can, have her if she does happen to wake up, and then I can have the baby. But she knows, that we're not going to pick her up anymore, but, she knows that we're there and we love her and we're there for her and to comfort her. So I think we're doing good. But that's our current struggle right now. yeah, so I guess this video is going on like 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the belly shot and be done with it. And I guess I'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. And let me know if there's any other videos. I only did like one food video. I didn't get many hits on it because somebody asked for one. I can do like more different ones. It was like a breakfast one. I can do a video about the smoothie that I like to make, Natalie. We like to have smoothies for snacks. Or like a typical dinner. Lunches are usually dinner leftovers. But yeah, if you want to see that or any other specific video, then let me know, and I'm willing to probably do it. So here's the belly shot. So there's baby Lucas. He's getting bigger. Oh, and I had my 32-week ultrasound. I think I said this last time. He was already 5 pounds, so we're expecting like a 8-pound baby because they gain half a pound per week, you know, at the end. So we'll see. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So say bye, Diamond. Bye, everyone. All right, see you later.